What is going on, guys? TexasRigged here, down here at my little honey hole creek. Well, what's left of it at least. The summer has taken a pretty bad toll on my little bass honey hole that I found down here a few months back, and it has dried up quite a bit. So I used to stand like up here to fish and film, so the water has dropped a ton. Water quality doesn't look too great, pretty stagnant. I know there's probably still fish in here, but compared to what it used to be, we really need some rain, some really good rain, get a flood down in this creek and get some new fish in here, because this is kind of like an oxbow lake. There's actually a creek that runs behind this section of trees. So where this oxbow lake starts down here, there's a huge creek that runs behind my town, massive outflow creek that's 100% necessary for this area. And then this is a little oxbow lake that eventually got formed when it floods. And so if we do get enough water, like, this will fill up again, it'll reflood and stuff like that, but there's enough land around it to where it's completely separated from the creek. And I think that's why this is so good for fishing, is because when it does flood, a lot of fish get trapped in here and rain refills it, and it's perfect. It's a natural oxbow lake. It's just super low. I used to get down going through here, but as you can see, Texas summer has taken over. It's completely overgrown. No way of getting through there unless you want, well, to face Texas nature in its fullest wrath down here. So I'm gonna go do a little fishing rod review for you guys, and here, I'm gonna turn this around. Whew, it's toasty out here, guys. Like, I'm sweating so bad. But the last time I filmed this fishing rod review, I got home and for some reason the audio didn't sync up with the video. I didn't know how to fix it. I tried it multiple times, tried updating software, drivers, the whole nine, and the audio was just not synced up with the video. So I got to redo this fishing rod review, and that is going to be the Eagle Claw Packet. Let's get into it, guys. Alright guys, what's going on? I hope you are all doing well. I wanted to bring you another review of a cool travel rod that you can find at Walmart for only $25. This is the Eagle Claw Packet. It's a telescopic rod, obviously made by Eagle Claw, that is perfect for most light fishing applications. I was cruising the fishing section at Walmart, and I knew about these rods. I knew they existed. I just had no idea Walmart carried them. And my brother ended up picking these up, one of these up for me when he was, I think he was at Walmart for something on his lunch break for work. Either way, he snagged an Eagle Claw Packet for me because he knew I would love them. I collect basically any and all Eagle Claw rods, so he knew I would like it. And I ended up taking it on a little lake house vacation, and it worked really well. I was trying to get some dock bass with the Eagle Claw Packet, and even though I was not successful in catching those highly pressured fish, I learned a lot about the Eagle Claw Packet during that session. So here is my little opinion about it. You have to really stick within the specifications of this rod. If you go beyond the specifications of the rod, these rod blanks that are telescopic, they're prone to breaking, for lack of a better term. That being said, this is an excellent rod. You just can't go past the weight limit of the rod, which is understandable. You have to expect that. I actually wasn't throwing a heavy lure when my rod broke. It was a weightless TexasRigged crate tail lizard from Big Bite Baits, and it actually broke on one of the end sections towards the tip. So it, you know, kind of a thinner rod blank. It's totally understandable. Eagle Claw rods are way more flexible than most bass rods. These are, I don't know what they're constructed of, but I have a good feeling that it's not the same construction as going and getting like a really high quality bass rod. That's just my opinion, and they're still my favorite rod brand. Like, I will choose an Eagle Claw rod over almost anything on the market. I have my reasons for them. They're super classic, timeless design. I love the color. and I like just how they're a super old company made in the USA. I think they're out of Colorado. I don't know, there's just something about picking up a little rod like this out of your trunk and then going and catching a little spotted bass down in the creek, and then being able to just telescopic back down and not haul a bunch of stuff down to the creek or wherever you're fishing. Like, this is the type of fishing rod where you're on vacation, maybe you're hiking or camping with like your brother and your girlfriend or something. You don't need a lot of extra gear because you know fishing might not be your main activity that you're doing. This is like the perfect type of rod to have with you, with a couple extra lures in the trunk, or maybe even take your kid down to the dock and catch some bluegill or some bass on it. You could easily haul in a good sized bass with this rod. You just have to be aware of your drag setting for one, and try not to haul that fish in. You're gonna have to tire it out. The construction of the rod is really good. I always loved how Eagle Claw puts the specifications of the rod in like a nice cursive text, or italicized text it looks like, and there's just something about it, man. It just it tickles something about fishing gear for me that no other company can do. Let's go over the specs. It is a 5'6" spinning rod, and it says it's a light action. The line weight is 4 to 8 pounds, and the lure weight is 1/8 ounce all the way up to 1.5 ounces. No, I'm sorry, 1/8 ounce up to 1/2 ounce. So 1/8 to 1/2 ounce. Made in Denver, Colorado, and the company was made in 1925. The reel that comes with the rod is good quality, but I would expect that you would replace it in the future. But you can get stuff done with it if you maintain it, you oil it, and make sure when you're buying something like this with the reel already in a combo pack with the rod, make sure you're checking the tolerances of the drag system and the handle, the spool, things like that, because a lot of people go into Walmart or Academy and they start messing with these on the shelf, people who don't fish a lot, and they end up messing up the reels before they even get purchased. So go in and do your due diligence on these combo packs, just to make sure that everything is set. Like if there is zip ties still on the rod handle and the reel handle is still folded, it's not all the way assembled, like someone has tried messing with it. Those are little tips and tricks that you can check to see if this would be a good buy as far as the options on the shelf. But yeah, guys, it's a light action telescopic rod that is good for probably medium fish. You could haul in some big fish on it, don't get me wrong. If you're a talented fisherman who knows his drag settings, you could get stuff done. But Eagle Claw pack it, guys. Anywhere you can fit a fishing rod, because you know me, I don't take excuses. Anywhere you can fit a fishing rod with some tackle, extra hooks and stuff, there's no reason why you shouldn't, because you never know when you will come across the chance to go and catch a fish. Straight up. So guys, look at these in Walmart and consider adding one of these to your fishing arsenal. I think this would be a good pairing to the Proficiency telescopic rod and also the Zebco slingshot that I reviewed recently. I really like budget rods that get the job done without breaking the bank. I really think fishing is more about skill and technique than your gear. That's why I like finding budget options for guys to get for themselves, their wives, their girlfriends, their kids, brothers, Christmas gifts, you name it. Eagle Claw packet. Thank you guys for joining me down here. I had to find a shady place on the trail to film. Where I normally film was just getting scorched by sunlight, and I didn't want to be too sweaty. But yeah, also check me out on Instagram, TexasRigged_official, and I'm over on Rumble as well at TheRealTexasRigged. Gonna be filming and uploading to Rumble with a lot more content that I can't necessarily upload to YouTube. And that also will eventually lead to potentially some merch. So stick around, follow me on all the platforms, and I'll catch you guys down in the beautiful East Texas Creek next time. TexasRigged out.